think our kids are falling through the ceiling. Hey everyone, Dan and Leslie back for another Disney Dining Review.
All right, so today we are headed to Boma, and in the past, it has been one of our favorite buffets on property.
I have always loved this buffet in the past. This was our favorite buffet going back years and years and years. We are DVC members at Animal Kingdom Lodge. We love staying at Animal Kingdom Lodge, and this is a fantastic restaurant. Oh, hello, princess.
She says, hello.
Our favorite buffet in 2022 was Beer Garden, like hands down best buffet. We were kind of disappointed with Tusker House, which was traditionally a really good buffet for us, but conversely, we had a very good experience over at Hollywood and Vine for a buffet. Yeah. However, this used to blow all those out of the water, so we will see if that holds true this time as well.
I can't wait. There is a really great assortment of like African flair, hummus, tabbouleh, pita, all kinds of different meats and salads and all of this. But then you have like some normal fare as well, for the more picky eater. So
yeah, and then they have their most popular dessert, which is the zebra domes. I've never been a huge fan of the zebra domes, but I'm gonna give them another go today. But a lot of people really, really like them. I hope they have the bread pudding.
Oh, I know.
I think our kids are falling through the ceiling. What was the cost on this thing?
It's $54 plus tax and gratuity per adult. We are going to have a stowaway with us, so Jennings is going to tag along. So it'll be a little more costly this time. And their drinks are the same drink menu as we have seen at all of the Animal Kingdom Resort restaurants. So I'm not sure that we'll get a beverage or not, since we have rated them before. I think they always do a really good job.
Maybe we will do separate ambiance and theming again, like we did for the last buffet that we did. I think that's more fair for buffets, especially the ones that only do kind of that standard drink menu that's being done multiple places. But I'm excited. Like I am. Yeah. This is always such a good one. Hopefully it's still good.
I hope we're not disappointed.
I know.
So there's only one way to find out.
Let's go.
Try and get grit, but it don't make sense. Cause you can lose life on this fast route. Yeah, turn thoughts to a cash cow. I might flip that to the glass house. I don't need the accolades, I'm in love with the chase. I just wanna eat, save a spot at the table. Beast with the slap, pin myself on the map. You long with the wind, but we knowing that it's capped. 5-hour flights.
Right, so we have made it to Animal Kingdom Lodge in Boma. This thing looks phenomenal. All of this is just off of one little section of the buffet. We have so much more to go. We started on the meat carving side, so we got strip loin, ribs, chicken, babodi, which I'm not even sure what that is.
I love babodi.
I don't even remember what babodi tastes like.
Yeah, it's good.
Babodi is good.
The strip loin is so good.
That salmon is super well done. Like I'm not sure I've had better cooked salmon just ordering salmon a la carte.
Oh, wow.
Right? Right next to the salmon is a sweet corn pudding.
Yeah, I like the sweet corn pudding.
The ribs, very, very good. I think it lived up to the hype. I think this is indeed the best buffet on property. The selections are
It's never-ending goodness.
impressive. They have 4 different soups up there.
Yeah.
So I got the butternut squash soup.
Oh,
and
good.
then,
We all got something different.
oh, you got the corn chowder and you got the oxtail stew.
Yeah.
That looks fantastic. So I also was more intentional about getting like sides. So this is a lot of like hummus. There's a sun-dried tomato hummus. There's a coriander hummus. There's a coconut basmati rice. There's tabbouleh and green beans and black-eyed peas. So a lot of vegetarian stuff. I'm excited to try all this. It looks fantastic.
It's fantastic. I've already been nibbling on mine. This chicken corn chowder is unreal. Is that not so good?
That is super good.
That is so good.
I don't know what to say. This is incredible.
Yeah. Jennings got the oxtail stew. How was it?
It's already gone.
It's gone. He demolished it because it was that good.
Both hummuses are fantastic. If you are a vegetarian, they do have a lot of meat selections here, but if you're a vegetarian, just the quantity of things that you can get and still have a very, very full meal here is phenomenal. I had to make sure that I tried all 4 soups. So I went back for the seafood gumbo, which looks fantastic, and then the oxtail stew, which there's this huge piece of oxtail in there.
So they have these little bowls up there that have spiced cottage cheese with pineapple chutney. That is one of the best things I've ever had.
How tender that is. I'm so excited they have the bread pudding. This is a banana bread pudding with a vanilla sauce. It is hot. It is creamy.
I wish I could have just captured Jennings' eyeballs whenever I just gave him a bite of that bread pudding. I mean, it was like that, like eye explosion look.
All right, so this is I think it was a hazelnut brownie. It was good, but it's not my favorite.
Got great flavor.
I don't remember what this is called. I think this was some sort of mousse. The world famous zebra domes. This is like what they're most proud of.
It's really pretty good.
It is pretty good. It's better than I remember.
Everything was so good. I guess there was like a couple things here and there that like wasn't my favorite. I really liked the oxtail stew. Yeah, that was really good. Aiden missed out.
I kind of want to sit here a minute. Like we've got through this thing super fast, like in 45 minutes.
Did. I think we even
maybe
shocked
40.
the waiter. He was like, "Oh, dessert already."
Yeah, I kind of want to sit here a minute, let my food settle, and I may be going back for some more of that bread pudding.
That might happen. All right, so overall, a fantastic experience, but we're going to wrap this up at home. She says, why?
We are back, and
It didn't disappoint.
but first,
If you need help planning your next magical vacation, please reach out to us over at fantasticalvacations.com. We have an amazing team of advisors that would love to help you with any Disney destination, Universal, cruise lines, or all-inclusive resorts.
let's just get it out of the way. This is hands down the best buffet on property.
Yep.
Period.
End of story. Done.
Well, that was a fast video. One thing that I love about this buffet, and it's a real testament to really the quality of the food and the flavors, everything on my plate I wanted to finish.
Yeah.
Normally at a buffet, I want to get everything, and then I want to try a bite of everything, and then there may be one thing, maybe 2 things on a plate that I will finish and then want to get a second time because it's just that good. It's the best thing on the buffet. There was nothing on this buffet that I didn't want to finish on my plate. I wanted to, every little portion, I just wanted to finish because it was so good.
There was only one thing, and I tried everything. There was only one thing that I took one bite, and I was like, not my favorite. Literally one thing out of the entire buffet.
But it was still good. It just
It was
wasn't.
still good. It's just, I just didn't want to take up stomach space for it.
All right, so let's get started. So,
All right.
ambiance and theming we are separating because we are not rating drinks. So, ambiance, what do you think?
All right, so this one, it's tough because, you know, it is a buffet. There's a lot of tables in there. We actually went like at open, so it was really nice whenever we first got there. The lines weren't bad. The tables weren't full, all of that. So it was pretty quiet. As time went on, they increasingly, you know, filled the tables around us. It got louder. So we actually went ahead and rated this at a 3.5 because I don't think it's terrible. There wasn't many soft goods that would soak up the noise. And so if all of the tables were full, it would have been even louder. But we were sat directly next to 2 tables and I'd never heard them.
I like the fact that it's a very open kitchen. You can see them cooking back there. You can see them restocking stuff. You can actually just see the buffet from your seats, from most of the seats, to see if whatever you want has been restocked or how busy the line is up there. But yeah, it would and was getting quite loud in there when we were leaving. So we got there right after 5, and then we left about 6:10, 6:15, and so it was getting quite loud.
All right, so theming. We thought that the theming was fantastic. It just goes along with the entire Animal Kingdom Lodge. It feels very African. You know, they've got I'm sure they have an actual name, but the like swaths of fabric like hanging from the ceiling. And it's got a really cool feel inside there.
I love the fact that whenever you walk into the Animal Kingdom Lodge, it's got African artifacts. As you make your way down the stairs going towards where Boma and where Jiko, they're right across from each other. It's really, really nicely done. The staircase, there is a lounge with a bar kind of halfway down, and then you can see into Boma. So it's very open air. It's all like even above the buffet it looks like African like huts, like grass, like roofs of like different huts and stuff. And I just think it's really, really well themed. I'm not sure how much better it could be themed for a buffet. Jiko is better themed just because there's a story behind the theming inside Jiko, and every decoration, like there's a very specific meaning behind it. But just as far as being like an African themed restaurant, very well done. So yeah, we give it a 4.
Yep.
All right, service.
All right. So we have said before that it's tough, right? Whenever you are working a buffet type situation restaurant, like to get a really high score here. Our server was phenomenal. He did such a great job. He interacted with us. He actually like asked us questions about ourselves, where we were from, and just had a really good personable attitude about him.
Yeah, he cleared every single plate.
And he told us about the entire buffet. He explained it to us, how it was all divided up, and some things on the buffet that were kind of more specialty things like bobotie. He described like what it was, and
I appreciate that. That's one thing that servers at buffets don't normally do. It's normally like, well, there's your food, have at it. But he took the time to explain some of his favorite things on the menu, like what went into the zebra domes, and just why he really enjoyed those. And I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
So his service was good. His personality was good. He was very in detail. You could tell that he enjoyed his work there. We gave it a 4.5.
yeah. All right, the food.
It
was unreal. Like everything I had, like I said, there was only one thing that I took a bite of and was like, I don't really care for that one. Everything else, I was like, I wanted to have more, and I wished that I had more space in my belly to be able to go back and get more of it because it was all so good.
I didn't have anything that wasn't good. Like everything was cooked perfectly. The flavors were very, some of them were really unique and some of them were really traditional flavors, and it was kind of a mixture, and like, so like the ribs were just like barbecue ribs, but you could put a barbecue sauce on them that was flavored a little bit like that African flair. You could get normal rice, or you could get the coconut flavored rice. You could also get regular mac and cheese, or you could get the oxtail stew that was very much, an African dish. There was just so much variety. plenty for meat eaters, plenty for vegetarians. Like anybody could find something to eat.
Plenty for picky eaters. So Jennings, he tried so many things. Like his little plate was so cute. He had teeny tiny little portions of like the bobotie, like literally one bite. And he tried it, and it wasn't his favorite, but he tried it. But I mean, he dug into the ribs, and he loved the potatoes, and he loved, like, there were so many things that, I mean, he kept saying, I haven't even tried it all and I'm getting full.
There is something to be said for buffets that can outperform a la carte restaurants.
Yeah.
Like everything on this buffet was not just good for a buffet, it was really good for any restaurant, which, I mean, it's all already pre-prepared there for you. Like that is very impressive.
Yeah.
This rating is not a rating based off of it being a buffet, and so we're like giving them benefit of the doubt. Literally everything on there was fantastic. We gave it a 5.
Yeah. I mean, and I have no hesitation giving it a 5. I wish I could give it more than a 5 because it was just that good.
It really, really was. Just everything from the innovative flavors to the quality of the food to the temperature of the food. Like even if you can prepare something, keeping it hot and warm or hot and fresh on a buffet where people are going through scooping, that's difficult to do.
It is.
They did it fantastically. Like the salmon was...
It was like melt in your mouth.
It may be the best salmon I've ever had in
It was
any
really
restaurant,
good.
let alone a buffet. Like it was fantastic. This is, I would say, it's hard to say this is a must-do because it's out of the way. Like Animal Kingdom Lodge is not easy to get to. You're gonna have to Uber or drive, or I mean, you wouldn't want to go to a park and then bus over and then try to figure out how to get back to your resort. Now, if you're staying in Animal Kingdom Lodge, this is a must-do.
All right, so all of that, 3.5, 4, 4.5, 5. We did a little ladder there. That equals some number that comes out to 4.25.
We did the math beforehand this time because math is hard. 4.25 for any restaurant on Disney property, let alone a buffet, is fantastic.
It's a great score.
Highly, highly, highly recommend.
Definitely. Well, if you are liking these videos, please hit that like and subscribe button because I am going to go and dream about the food that I just partook of.
And I'm very full, so we're gonna have to let this food settle for a minute.
I need to go put on my Thanksgiving pants is what needs to happen.
And we will see you on the next video.